between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway from the bank. LeJohntay Wester to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
On the return, the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Headed out right. And his first pass falls incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove they're playmakers too. Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now it's Lamar. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. So what happened there, partner? It looked like he found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. And that's going to give Dallas the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They go with Williams on the counter. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Another run for Williams. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
You want to see the term read and react to a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. Third down. Dak to the air here. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Looking to return from the 29. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Lamar off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. And stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
That's good for a Baltimore.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. He rolls to his right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson from 8 yards out. Here's Tyler Luke now on to the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Cowboys nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
10 yards.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's hauled down just beyond the line, but that's all they needed. Just a single yard for that 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Cowboy 1st down.
Give to Williams from the gun. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a loss of 2.
Working on 2nd down. Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And a good pickup here. Managed about 9 on that 2nd down completion.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Dak to throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. This goes big, 25 yards before that tackle is made. And that is good for a Cowboy 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Working inside the red zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens capping a 7-play scoring drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that ties things at 7.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Wester on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll send a receiver left. Looking to throw, Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Rashawn Gary with that tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
2nd down. Jackson. for big yards on the right side. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. That's going to set up a Ravens first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now here's Lamar. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets home. Touchdown, Ravens. Rashad Bateman, a 47-yard strike. Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Now Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down, Cowboys.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to throw, here's Dak. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, Prescott. Into the hands of Pickett. And this will be stopped just before the play reaches that 30-yard mark. Still a great game, Brock, and a new set of downs.
29 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they answer. Touchdown, Dallas. Jake Ferguson, 14 yards. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Sent right down the middle and good. And we're back square, 14 apiece here.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Western on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Jackson to throw it. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense. And we're seeing this more and more these days, Brock. Not content to just run out this half. Seems like they're going to keep pushing with the time they've got remaining.
Every one of these possessions, Kate, is so valuable. And I think what you've got to do as a quarterback there is reinforce to your receiver, if I'm going to take this shot, it's your ball or nobody's ball.
And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's 3rd down. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And that one's going to be incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And off his hands and incomplete. So that drop means they failed to convert on 3rd down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Lamar back to throw. Vacates quickly left side. Finds him on the crossing route. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. And that is good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1 play in, Brock, in this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Jackson off the play action. Buying some time right. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete, it's 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This is Henry on 2nd. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Play put to bed by DeMarvion Overshow.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down at the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Flowers will go in motion left. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. So crisis averted, partner, but their reward here is a tough 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit in that 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he gets home. Touchdown Ravens. Derrick Henry scoring there to end an 8-play drive. Here's Luke for the point after.
Tyler Luke on for the extra point.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Cowboys 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Third and just 2 to go. Dak to the air here. It's on target to Williams. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. And that's going to give the Cowboys a first down.
4 yards. First down, Dallas.
Prescott set to pass. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas.
Complete to Ryan Flournoy. Touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Wester on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Wester on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own
offense showing trips out
line.
right as they get set for this first and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Jackson throwing here. Connecting with Flowers on the out. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up second and 11. At the 33-yard line.
Now it's Lamar. That pass pulled in by Henry. And they found something that worked there. Nearly 30 yards on that play. And almost always that's going to be good for a first.
And the Baltimore first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39-yard
line.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
At the 40-yard line.
Multiple ways to attack. Here's second and long. Here's Lamar. Completed to his running back. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. A gain of 10 right up near that marker now. A designed run. Jackson keeping it. And they just get what they needed. The run is good for 2, and 2 was good for that first down they were after.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Here he is to throw. And they're going to get there in time. Down he goes. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
And 14 at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Jalen Thompson makes the play.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. That's completed right side. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Ravens 21. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Wester on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Wester on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
This is one of those moments as a quarterback, you got to have a little self-talk. Play fast, but never in a hurry. Play fast, but never in a hurry. You can't be panicked right now and just find ways to get completions.
And not able to corral this one. That's going to be Loyalty's second drop of the game. It brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Looking to throw it. Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Brock. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's P.J. Luck. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6.